Hey everyone, Decav13 here. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. Alright, so we still got a couple days left until the Sanctists make their announcement. So today what we're going to do is, we're going to do that bounty we took last time. And, yeah. We're just going to go do that. And I don't know what we're going to do on that last day. I guess we'll just improve our virtues. You know, something we haven't done yet. I haven't gone over to the, what is it? I haven't gone over to the Igniter shop. And I do want to check that out.
Let's head there right away.
I mean, you know, not that I have any money, because I did just blow 50 grand on this weapon. But, you know, it'll be nice to see what they have here.
Welcome.
I have been informed that we will now allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those are the words of the Association's Brigitte Lycon herself. With that being the case, allow me to help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs.
You have my thanks.
Those who see duty through to completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Okay. Let's see. Blaze igniter, hail igniter, bolt igniter. Oh, these are different. Oh, these are AoE attacks. Oh, that'd be really nice. 40k though for each one. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, yeah, I guess let's go and, fight this monster out in the desert. And we'll save before we leave, of course. Just because I don't know what's gonna happen here. Alright, Tradia Desert.
This place.
It's going to be full of monsters past here. Is this where you want to explore today?
Let's go.
Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. It doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a Manjula. Oh, that would be it.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently...
Looks like it checked up on us, then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any, so let us be about it. Alright, some bounty targets require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin.
Everything's pretty standard. Enemies up ahead. We got
Right there.
Oh wow. Those kind of just go down now, huh?
I see the enemy.
All right, we did it.
Damn, this weapon's good.
Right there. All right.
Push through.
There they are.
Not coming
I
out.
see the enemy. Come on. Time for some close combat. Forward. Catch. Skill.
There we go.
Right there. Charging in. We have the edge.
This all in one fell swoop.
Warrior! Hack and slash. They die hard. With a single fit, let justice prevail.
There we go.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
I see the enemy.
That was brilliant.
There they are.
Let's push through. Exemplary.
I need to see the areas I needed to go to.
Right there.
All right. How's that?
Amazing.
Ooh, hold up.
Great
Over here.
moves back
I
there.
see the enemy.
Time for some close combat.
Yeah, nice work.
All right. Good find.
Amethyst.
There they are.
Forward. Come on. Charging in. Let's push through. Feel the power coursing through.
I see the enemy.
Roll it for Hulkenberg.
Very
Nice.
impressive.
Okay, there's that last group we need to take out.
Right there.
Look.
I'm sensing something huge and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry.
Alright, big guy.
All right.
It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but for something like this to appear... No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and
Watch
focused.
yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves.
Alright.
Behold, we stand
Meteoric
together.
Fist. Weak physical strike damage.
No, not this.
Hold off on doing synthesis for now.
Hulkenberg got them.
Oh, you're weak to strike?
Oh, buddy.
Power within.
Now
Try
here,
not to worry.
heal up Hulkenberg. Oh, we can get another max
Let's take a
power
rear
perfect
guard.
punch.
Seeker. Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
Observe.
331 on that shit.
Now, what's the play? No holding back.
Honestly, just do the same thing again.
Plus needed.
Seeker. Nice.
Oh, this guy's easy. War cry. Yeah, attacking defense down. Stinger attack. Oh, that's not great.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg got them right in
Can't
their
afford
weak
to. I
spot.
shall vanquish evil.
Thank you.
You've got a
Fight
fight
is power.
slowing you down, Captain. You hit their weakness.
I'd let justice
That's your opening, Captain.
Easy. Might as well explore the wild since we're out here. Oh, rusted weapon too, and a bone helm.
Good. 'Tis done.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Ha! I have never known such means of protection.
Diligent discipline for Hulkenberg.
However,
That this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True. While I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized. For now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now, Heldrick. Ouch, bit my tongue. Let's go report in at the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Well, let's keep exploring.
Oh,
These monsters cannot do anything to us. So I might as well just grab some
Right there.
experience while we're here.
get ready, everyone.
Such skill.
I see the enemy.
We are spotted.
Right there.
Exemplary.
I see the enemy.
All right. How's that?
I knew you could do it.
Right there.
On your toes, everyone.
Damn, it's just that easy. I should have come out here a little earlier. I could have gotten some good battles in. Well, at the very least I can
Whoa, that's
pick out all the treasure chests. Damascus Shamsir. Or Shamshir. That's a better weapon for
What now?
Stroll. No one currently. Oh, yeah, it is. There we go. Make his weapon even stronger.
I see the enemy. Time for some close combat.
Nice! You're gaining strength!
There they are.
Very impressive.
I see the enemy.
Push through!
If it's useful, I say
Giant
grab it.
worm meat.
There they are.
Superior rusted armor.
I see the enemy.
That was brilliant.
I'm really just gonna annihilate every monster out here in the desert, huh?
I see the enemy.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
There they are.
Yeah, nice work. They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
Alright, cool. Really nothing else left out here, so hell, let's just complete the map. You know, I thought it might take a little longer than this, but you know, we're just done. Alright then. I mean, hey, I'm always happy to have an easy mission. Yeah, that's everything. Not really much of a reason to stick out here anymore. Or stick around here anymore.
Everything's pretty standard.
Yeah, everything's already dead. Oh, this was nice. Only took, what, barely even 10 minutes? Alright, well, let's grab this part right here. Alright, there we go. Nah, we don't have anything left to do here.
Hey. Okay then.
Alright, head back.
Right?
Turn the bounty tomorrow, and then we just work on virtues if no one wants to hang out. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
We've taken down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. 'Tis a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Heldrick, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget. Forden's announcement is just around the corner. There's no point in trying to predict what he's going to say now.
True.
'Twould be wise to make the most of the time we have remaining. Perhaps there are others who require our aid, or we could develop our archetypes.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us, then we can hit the hay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright. Last free day we have. The Sanctist's grand announcement is happening tomorrow.
Save it.
All right then.
Okay, so let's go report that quest.
Let's head there right away.
Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty? That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military's final soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Hey, money.
All right.
popularity rank went up.
My support is changing.
Amazing!
There's really 10,000 reef here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay out this well.
I'm afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. The recruitment center in other cities should also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance.
Alright.
Well, that's all taken care of now.
No.
What now?
So, let's see. I can work on tolerance tonight, because we're probably just going to help out at the inn. Eloquence, imagination, and courage are still at 1 as well. Maybe I can increase eloquence.
Oh. All right then.
Oh, over here.
Let's go.
Let's try increasing our eloquence, because we haven't done that. Oh, right.
Hello there.
I should also
Now then.
sell that. We did get some stuff to appraise. A rusted weapon is an iron abacus for the merchant. Oh, that's strike damage. Okay. Superior rusted armor. Silver curious. Doesn't really help anyone.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
Excuse me, you're of the Eldit tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while here in town?
Why do you ask?
Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause. But this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause. Just 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstances. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation as best I can.
Appreciate it.
I don't believe it. You really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There aren't many people who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging.
Gonna be tough.
Looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kinda down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successfully encouraging the activist may help to hone my eloquence, too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Happy to hear that.
Oh, how wonderful. Then please, come this way. The Parapus, the Yugif, the Mustari, and of course the Eld too. These tribes are abhorred by other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in this back alley, right? Dirty work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no. There is one other option. Become Igniter or experimentation subjects. But there's no guarantee they'll survive those. It's terrible.
I don't know about that.
That's so awful. You be careful too, please. I don't know much about the experiments myself, but I do know, even though they're all over and are considered useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet. But knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on.
Take care.
People like you who see injustice and actually try to do something about it. This world would be a better place with more people like that.
All right.
Ooh, that one's gonna increase slowly. Ooh, you get Farius for that too.
It's not much, but here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
What is it?
Alright. Let's
Yeah.
help Fabian with dinner today.
You're a big help.
Next up is... Then...
Let's try that. Now then.
There. Yep, there we go. Level 2 tolerance.
Tolerance.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Continued to help out as the night went on.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Alright, time for the announcement.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctist Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty!
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news, too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that, too, was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Uh-oh.
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait. Oh no.
Boy there!
Ridiculous.
All right then.
What's it all got to do with us anyway?
Stop that at once.
Why?
So foolish.
What should I do?
What's going on?
Well then, if you say you'll help.
Ridiculous.
What shall I do?
All right then.
That's not giving me like any hints on where she might be. Somewhere over here, is she?
What is it? Now, how did I
I don't know
wind
if I
up
can
here?
say. Can't go that way. Yeah, I was just at the edge of the map.
That's enough now. Ugh!
What is it? I'm out of ideas.
Sorry. Hey!
Oh. Did she go to the Grand Cathedral?
I'm out of ideas.
What should I do?
What's going on?
Well then,
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble.
She just went inside.
Wait, you let her pass? Why?
The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets.
Huh? Why?
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back.
Oh, Maria.
Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria,
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right. But much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
Yeah.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
Yeah.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we finally some room to breathe. Interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We have a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the King's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
While he was musing on about the book, just fucking fell asleep.
Time marches
nice.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Oh.
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
I believe that might be our next course of action.
So, why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Oh?
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
Oh.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
Well, that's good.
But that attack
Oh my
took
God.
place years ago,
Jeez.
didn't it?
Hold on.
This curse's formula could be
Fucking
lost for
cats, I
good.
swear, man. Alright, sorry about that. Cat's being a real pain in the ass today. No idea why.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
Oh? Oh, is it about the tournament?
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels.
Yeah, it's not like any person can just go between 3
And
nations.
saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor?
Yeah.
He's been in first place this whole time.
Yeah, and he wants to solidify that lead.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
It's low. It was charging. We need a plan and then we can take action. Fuck off, man. Like this fucking controller. Oh, it's just like... I hate that I have to do this on camera so much. Well.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grievous' journal.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless
Yeah, that's
wastes
true.
between cities.
We have like no way of getting between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Alright.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
No, I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Oh, hey. Oh, wait a minute.
An elder?
Uh-oh.
Now that I think of it,
Oh, that's not good.
weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
That's not great.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then.
Alright, cool.
You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
Good thing that fucking captain never showed back up again.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you.
Yeah, we're working on it.
You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral.
Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Alright. Well, let's go grab the strongest one we can find.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you lot here for this tournament then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see.
Who is that guy?
Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme.
Oh.
A villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is?
Ugh.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
That is true. We are just trying to catch eyes.
As long as you
We're not
can
in it to
convince
win a
Hulkenberg, I guess.
We're not in it to win this competition. We're just trying to catch some eyes here.
Ho there!
Are you really taking the bounty on Haisme?
Yeah, planning on it.
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Haisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Haisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious.
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
All right.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
The way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
All right. What's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne. Oh, the audacity of youth. Huh? That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king. The idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience. Yet upstart school children like you and Louise dare to... Hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Haisme?
Haisme? You sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Matira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Okay, the old Castletown kidnapper. Hundreds of that. Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm surprised about that. The bounty's on the fucking poster, you idiot.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about.
Stroll, you gotta tell her the whole story.
Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
Supposedly.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
So, we're really just bumbling around here, huh?
Well, Under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
Should probably stay inside and rest today.
Fancy
Any information for me? No, you don't. Okay.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overturned uncertainty... never mind. Forgive me my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself
Tomorrow
too
you
much.
depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while.
Hello.
I've said I'm heading to Bridlehaven. It's much too boring to just spend my days at the inn. I'm gonna see that so-called exhibition myself. Goodbye, Elda. You do well to see the world someday. World 2 someday.
Hey.
I asked Fabienne for a map of Martira, and she gave me the one from Grius' personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. Guess we'll just rest for now.
Good night.
Rest well.
Can I come in?
Oh, Maria.
You can't sleep?
No, that's not it. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no, I promised Miss Fabienne I wouldn't cry.
This poor girl.
It's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Aw, promising returns.
Maria's waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of the strange and distant places we visit.
Oh, okay, so
I never
just
got
come
the
back
chance
every
to
once
say
in a
this
while
to
and tell her
Papa.
stories of your travels.
So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you.
That's kind of excessive now. Needing to ban novels that just fantasize about a utopia. That's pretty fucked up.
I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
That might be it.
Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
Man, if only that's how things worked in reality.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts.
Yeah.
Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ooh, cutscene. Who?
Juna!
Lady Juna!
Juna. Someone important, I assume. Under someone from the church? Or a singer? Okay.
Even I'm feeling the heat.
Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctist crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Whatever the hell this old man's really up to.
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
Oh, he's running too.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
Oh, of course.
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So the church is gonna, yeah.
How many horses do the Sanctist
They're just gonna run as many people as they can in this.
Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention.
That's true.
He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power! Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful
A lot of
and
interesting
deposing the
sights here.
hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
That Iron Rose.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
You might be right.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Yeah, no one's gonna. Dead silence, yeah, that's about right.
What? An elder? Disgrace. disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Yeah, no one's happy with this. Oh well.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
How is that a rule?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
Oh.
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
Oh.
A land runner?
It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash! Whoa!
Oh god.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
I can see why people have these things. Very, very efficient at traveling the land. Hey, 5,021, nice. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road, then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira. Old Castle Town, I think? Should be a ways south. It's gonna take us, what, 4 days to get there? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days and 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Bally good. Now cinch those bridges, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
Yes, how'd you pull this off, Hulkenberg?
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Yeah, we love to hear it.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. Ha! It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish!
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
Okay, so the Ishkias are the people with the wings. I was confused about that, because I don't think that term was brought up before, because we'd seen it before, but I don't think we'd ever seen one. But I guess we have. Look at this dude just fucking chilling. Fucking one hand on the wheel. You know, with a vehicle like this, I really suggest having both hands on the wheel. That seems a little dangerous, one-handing this shit.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
I say, since he's a machinist, I wonder, is he gonna be the one that gives us the gunner archetype? Noble District Underhall. Oh. Hulkenberg asked him for help.
Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
If I got his attention.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God.
Oh. Guess he was working on it the entire time.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
I think he did it just because he really, really wanted to make something cool. And I think that was probably his only reason. Not some kind of noble duty.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
I'm gonna guess no. That's a yes.
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
last, milady. But leave the value runner alone.
Look, this runner... It is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive?
Well, looks like he was able to put two and two together.
That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Alright, so that's how she was able to get it.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
Oh, that inspires confidence.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
Hey, I think we can count on him.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing, we just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
That is true.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's High's mate, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
I'm sure things will work out.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no very picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person.
Yeah, he's
We'll get used to him.
probably fine.
I suppose.
Alright, the Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. I kinda wanna see what the engine room's like.
So that'd be down here. That's back deck. Let's see. What's this room? I guess this room is nothing. Oh, that's the mess hall. This is the kitchen. There's the washing area. Oh, there's the engine room. Oh, and more is down here. Okay. Cleaning tool. Oh, what's this? Washing machine. Interesting.
Wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? Wow, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Call the runner phone. There's one in every room. I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beasts, made for zero momentum lost, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's still a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs to rest as much as we do. You'll continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you would not be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the shelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay.
Speaking of...
Nurse said they got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. I feel drunk. You okay?
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it.
Oh, poor Stroll. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients, buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, quite a lot. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh, there's some books here. Interesting books. The books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. Yeah, let's read a book.
This book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Nurse probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. Yeah, let's read the book.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why?
Sure.
So that you can gain the upper hand, perhaps.
No kidding.
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
All right.
Wow, that takes a while to increase.
I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Okay, at night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kinda excited, but it'll be a long night. Why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Insects gathering by the campfire.
Yep.
Eat these bugs according to Hulkenberg. Try and catch one. I want the bugs gathered by the campfire. It's my turn to cook. I should use it as an ingredient. Okay, bugs. Alright, so I think for now I'll end things off here. And in the next episode, we'll continue heading over towards Martira and see if we can get started on this bounty. So, I'll see you all then. Bye!